So is it possible to come up with a really good and delicious copycat recipe for like some fried chicken and French fries, say from Raising Cane's? Well, today I have a recipe that I think is just gonna blow you away because it's gonna be within our guidelines of calories, carbs, protein, all of it. It's gonna be healthy, delicious, and it's gonna satisfy those cravings for fast food. So I've had my chicken breasts marinating in some low-fat milk. I wasn't able to find any like super low-fat buttermilk or non-fat buttermilk at the store. So I got some low-fat milk. I added a little bit of vinegar to it. I made some buttermilk on my own, which was low-fat. So I've had that marinating all day long. I'm gonna take a regular russet potato and I'm gonna show you how we are gonna make Raising Cane's healthy version. It's gonna be a copycat kinda recipe that is gonna be really, really tasty. So we're gonna start off with our chicken breasts. Like I said, I've had it marinating in the low-fat buttermilk. You could also do it in almond milk with, a little bit of vinegar if you prefer almond milk. I only had vanilla almond milk, so I opted for the low-fat milk anyway. And then you're just gonna use some different kinds of seasonings. We're gonna do this in the air fryer today. So let's get our chicken prepared first. I'll get that cooking and then we're gonna do our French fries. So the first thing that we're gonna do is make our seasoning mix for our chicken. And I'm gonna leave the ingredients listed in the description, but these are basically the items I'm putting in it. To this, I'm gonna be adding a half a cup of whole wheat breadcrumbs. Now, all I did was take some whole wheat bread and toast it, and then I put it into my food processor. I'm also gonna be taking a half a cup of Panko breadcrumbs, and I'm gonna put those in here. That's what's gonna give it its crunch. So make sure you don't skip the Panko. And then we're gonna put our seasoning mix in here and just blend the whole thing together. Just like this. All right, we're gonna set this aside and then I'll show you, we're gonna cut our chicken up. And we're gonna cut our chicken into strips. We want it to be very similar to what we see when we go to Raising Cane's or Chick-fil-A. So we're gonna cut this into strips. I'm gonna cut each one of these into 3 strips, just like this. Now you could also use something to tenderize them if you wanted to do it that way. Whatever you decide, it's all gonna be good. All right, so we're gonna take our chicken now and we're gonna just put this, we're gonna roll it into our breadcrumb mixture. And you wanna make sure that you get breadcrumbs all over everything. So first I'm going to spray my pan with some olive oil spray. Just wanna make sure that nothing sticks. And then I'm gonna put the strips right into the pan. And I'm just gonna do this. Now you don't want to overcrowd your air fryer. You want to make sure that each of these are cooked, but you don't want them to be, touching each other. And if you need to work in batches, that's okay. All right, so my next batch will have the next group, but for now, this will be perfect. So the next thing I'm gonna do is spray the tops of my chicken with my olive oil spray. And then we're gonna put this in the air fryer at 400 degrees and we're gonna cook this for a total of 10 to 12 minutes, and then we're gonna flip it and do it for another 10 to 12 minutes. So I'll bring you back as soon as this part's done, but we're gonna be making our Raising Cane sauce next. So to our sauce, we're gonna be adding some black pepper to taste. We're gonna be adding a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. We're gonna be adding a half a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. We're gonna be adding some ketchup. We're gonna be adding a tablespoon of ketchup. And we're also gonna add some light mayonnaise. And this is gonna call for also a tablespoon of light mayonnaise. And it's also gonna call for a 1/4 of a cup of non-fat Greek yogurt. That's gonna have lower fat, higher protein. It's just gonna be better for you all around. So we're gonna add the yogurt. You wanna give this a little stir. Now I'm gonna move this into a smaller container because I wanna refrigerate this for about 30 minutes. We're gonna pop that in the fridge till dinner. And then we're gonna start working on our potato. So while we're waiting, I'm trying to find my French fry maker. I can't find it for some reason. So my chicken the bell just went off, so it's been 10 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this. Now we're gonna give it another good spray with our olive oil. And we're gonna put this back in the air fryer for another 10 to 12 minutes. All right, as you can see, I found my French fry maker, and the problem is this thing just doesn't go back real far. I haven't used it in a while, so I'm gonna cut this in half. Actually, I'll probably cut it into quarters. And I'm gonna go ahead and start pushing this through the machine. Look at that. Beautiful French fries. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get all these ready. I'm gonna put them in a bowl of cold water so that I can get the starch off of these potatoes. Those of you who know me know that I am just a gadget girl. I don't really know why, but I have so many gadgets and appliances that I had my son take out my coat closet and put shelves in it, so I had an appliance closet, and it works really good. It's stuffed to the brim, of course. I'm gonna let these potatoes soak for a few minutes, then I'm gonna dry them off on some paper towels. I'm gonna put them in a bag with some salt and olive oil, and then as soon as my chicken's done, we're gonna go ahead and make our French fries. Okay, this is my first round of chicken. Holy cow. I think this looks better than Raising Cane's. Oh, and you can't imagine the smell in here. It smells so good. All right, so I'm gonna set this aside. Give it another spray. So all I'm doing now, I've strained my potatoes, and I'm just getting some of the water off of them. Look at this, one russet potato. This is gonna be a really nice serving of French fry. Now, all I'm gonna do is add about a tablespoon of olive oil and some salt and give that a good shake. All right, I'm gonna stick these in the refrigerator until my other item is done, and then I will bring you back when this is all ready to serve. All right, these are my French fries. You can see they came out so good. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour these into my, might have to do this a little bit more carefully. I don't want them all over the counter. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put these right in with the chicken. My husband's gonna be late tonight, so I'm gonna make his French fries fresh when he gets here. that I made up a little bit earlier. I'm just gonna put this with my chicken. So this recipe for this particular chicken, you actually can have 4 pieces of chicken. So this is a really nice amount of food that you get. French fries, chicken. Now tell me that doesn't look good. And I'm gonna tell you I don't believe you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give the French fries a try first. Now let's try our chicken. Look at that. That's chicken. That is delicious. If you're like me and you're always trying to think of ideas to help stay on your diet, you just get tired of always eating salads and bowls and you just want to have some delicious French fries and fried chicken, this might be a way to do it. So this is my healthy version. It's a copycat healthy version of Cane's fried chicken and French fries with their secret sauce. Thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna link the recipe in the description below. Give this one a try. I guarantee your family's going to love it. And if you haven't used an air fryer before, give it a try. Oh my gosh, I'll link mine down below. I've had this for a long time. I'm probably gonna get another one because you know I love appliances. So anyway, thanks for watching everybody. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give me a like, a thumbs up, or ring that bell for future notifications, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.